Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who taught us this truth. All right, double honors to them. Shalom and salutations to the hopeful elect. I keep them out there pushing this word throughout the four corners of the earth in sincerity and truth and presenting their bodies as a living sacrifice as the scriptures teach us to do. All right, shalom to the very few sisters that do listen as well. All right, Shabbat shalom. All right, I'm the brother Yarmaya from the Great Millstone Chicago camp.
This is the brother Batakallah.
And basically, I was just meditating on how the Lord is with us. No matter what, if you in this truth, if you a member, that's standing in this truth and that's doing right by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, hey, look, know what? You have to know that the Lord is with you through your trials, your tribulations, through your good times, whatever. And you got to maintain and really sustain that understanding that no matter what these niggers, these 2/3, these fucking heathens, anybody come against you with, they're not going to stop what the Lord is playing. So all you got to do is play your part in the role. Start with the Romans, Joe.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 8, and verse 29. For whom did he foreknow, he also did predestinate to be confirmed to the image of his son.
So that means that the Lord really chose men to be delivered, to be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. All right, always going to that Daniel 12 chapter when he says stars of the firmament, it goes into the Messiah's brothers. It's men that set up to walk in the footsteps of Yahweh Shai, man. And if you think the Lord not with those men, you got a fucking problem.
That he might be firstborn among many brethren.
Many brethren.
Moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called, and whom he called, them he also justified, and whom he justified, them he also glorified.
So the Lord is going to glorify us, man. All right? And he's not going to forsake us, man, if we don't forsake him. All right? Because the elect are predestined to get this, man. What verse we stop at?
30.
31.
What shall we say, Slakia, what shall we then say to these things? If Yahweh be for us, who can be against us?
Exactly. So if the Lord is with us, who's going to come up against us, man? Who's going to stop any of the Lord's plans that he has for your life? Whether that's physically, financially, spiritually, on any level, who can stop what you doing?
Right. Hey, man, that's why you can't, think we're going to have things that happen in this truth, ups and downs and things like that, and you can't allow that to take the spirit off you and oh, well, the Lord must not be dealing with me and just keep going bad. Like verse 30 in that Romans 8 says, the Lord is going to justify us, man. Yeah, we going to make mistakes. Yeah, we did when we was in the world. That was wicked. But when you come into the truth and you born again, the Lord wash all that off of you, man. And if you endure to the end, the Lord gonna give you that the white pebble or the white stone.
The white stone.
Salakia. And you're gonna be justified and the Lord gonna forgive you for all that stuff, man. You said what?
Read the Hebrew.
It's Hebrews 13 and 6. So that we may boldly say, Yahweh is my helper, and I will not fear what man shall do unto me. Remember them which have the rule over you, who have spoken unto you the word of Yahweh, whose faith follow, considering the end of their conversation.
Salaki, start at 5, bro. Read that over. Start at 5 and 6.
It's Hebrews 13 and 5. Let your conversation be without covetousness, and be content with such things as ye have.
You see, he said, and be content with such things as ye have. Because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to give every... Jake be so fucking cliche on the comment board. Nevertheless. Hey, Shalom, Allah Akim, apostles, brothers, few sisters that baby watching on the comment board. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Barakatah. Go ahead, bro.
It's Hebrews 13 and 5. Let your conversation be without covetousness, and be content with such things as ye have. For he hath said, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee.
And that's why the Apostle Paul said, what? I know how to abase and I know how to abound. I could do all things through Yahweh Shai, which strengthens me. That's why it says in the book of Proverbs, he says, give me not too much, nor too less. You know, feed me with the food allotted to me. So the Lord put you in the exact situation he wants you in. But you got to know if the Lord doing that, you got to know that the Lord with you.
Right.
No matter what.
Right. And I will not, so that we may boldly say, Yahweh is my helper, and I will not fear what man shall do unto me. And you know, when things happen, certain things might happen to you that look like it's negative or not good for you at first when it first happened. But you got to remember that the Lord, you know, he saw the end from the beginning. So you're not going to see certain things that he's going to see when things happen in your life. You know, something might seem negative up front, but that change in your life is what led you to your next blessing.
That's right, man. You know, it's a saying in the world, when one door closed, the other one open. But you got to be at the door.
Right.
You got to be at the door, man. This is Judith 5 in verse 17. It said, in which they sin not before their God, they prosper. Speaking of the Israelites, speaking of us. All right? And whence they sin not before their power, they prosper, because Yahweh that hated their iniquity was with them. But when they departed from the way which he appointed to them, they were destroyed in many battles, very sore, and were led captive into a land that was not theirs, and the temple of their power was cast down to the ground, and their cities taken by the enemies. But now they are returned to their God, and they come up from the places where they were scattered, and have possessed Jerusalem, where their sanctuary is, and where the seated hill country is, for it was desolate. Now therefore, my Lord and governor, if there be any error in this people and they sin against their power, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up and we shall overcome them. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord pass by now by, lest Yahweh defend them, and their power before them, and they become a reproach, and we become a reproach before all the world. See, the Lord is with his elect, man. These people are about to become a reproach before the whole world, man. They're about to get shamed, rebuked, and beat in front of the whole world just for looking at us crazy, man. Let alone offending niggas, getting niggas locked up, getting niggas fired, harming brothers, you know, talking shit, you know. Hey, look, the Lord is about to unleash his wrath on these people, man. And he had them fuck with you just to do it. That you got to know the Lord with you. So none of their wicked plans going to avail, and then they going to shoot themselves in the foot anyway. This shit is great. That's why he told Abraham, who was a friend of the Most High, he said, what? I will bless them that bless thee, and I will curse them that curse thee. That's what this shit starting in.
This 2 Kings chapter 6 and verse 15. And when the servant of the man of Yahweh was risen early, and gone forth, behold, an host compassed the city, both with horses and chariots. And his servant said unto him, alas, my master, how shall we do? And he answered, fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them. And Elisha prayed and said, Yahweh, I pray thee, open his eyes that he may see. And Yahweh opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw, and behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire round about Elisha. And when they came down to him, Elisha prayed unto Yahweh and said, smite this people, I pray thee, with blindness. And he smote them with blindness according to the word of Elisha. All right, and at the end of the day, you know, we got angels encamped around us. And as long as we doing what we supposed to do in the eyes of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, he gonna deal, man.
That's it.
At the end of the day, none of these people that come against you in this world, they all got false gods, man. None of these people praying to the Lord.
Man.
The Lord is gonna fuck them up. The only thing he using them to do is to teach us to trust in him. So fuck these niggas, man. And we still gonna get to jack them up at the end of the day.
Read. You got something else?
No.
Alright. Well, I ain't want this to be too long, man. I see you brothers on fire for a light affliction, always on fire. You know. Hey, that's right. This is I'm gonna end it with this though. You know, I ain't want to make this too long, but it's just a faith booster, man. The Lord said, "Lo, I be with you even until the end of the earth," man. He said in Judges 6:12, "The angel of the Lord is with thee, O mighty man of valor."
Right.
So that's all we gotta do. I don't even pay attention to these fucking monkeys. This is Psalms 46 and verse 10. It says, "Be still and know that I am Yahweh. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. Yahweh of hosts is with us, and the power of Jacob is our refuge." That's all we need. Right. To the end. The Lord said when an enemy come in like a flood, the Spirit will lift up a standard. The Lord is with us, man.
Right.
And that's it, and that's all. But with that being said, call Elohim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders. All right. Of Great Millstone who taught us the truth. Double honors to them. All right. Shalom and salutations to the hopeful elect Akim out there pushing this gospel throughout the four corners of the earth in sincerity and truth and presenting their bodies as a living sacrifice. All right. And shalom to the very few sisters that do listen up as well.